Hi, and happy Earth Day. Today I'm going to sing a song that does fit into my Song Archive project. It is something I think I wrote the music to in like 2000 or 2001, and I remember singing it for a little Earth Day concert in our school courtyard. So I was going to do this outside, but it's just a bit too windy and a bit too cold. It might be April 22nd, but it's only 8 degrees here, so that's kind of chilly. So I'm just going to sing it, and I hope you enjoy. This is the Lorax, Dr. Seuss's The Lorax, and I have adapted it for a song which is a little long, but it's a good story, so stick with it. What was the Lorax and why was it there? Why was it lifted and taken somewhere? From the far end of town where the grickle grass grows. The old Onceler lives there, ask him, he knows. It all started way back when the grass was still green, and the pond was still wet, and the clouds were still clean, and the song of the swami swans rang out in space. One morning I came to this glorious place, and I first saw the trees, the truffula trees, mile after mile on the fresh morning breeze. The touch of their tufts was much softer than silk, and they had the sweet smell of fresh butterfly milk. I felt a great leaping of joy in my heart. I knew just what I'd do. I unloaded my cart, and in no time at all I had built a small shop. Then I chopped down a truffula tree with one chop. With great skillful skill, and with great speedy speed, I took the soft tuft and I knitted a thneed. Well, the instant I finished, I heard a gazump. I looked, and I saw something pop out of the stump of the tree I chopped down. It was sort of a man. Describe him? That's hard. I don't know if I can. He was shortish and oldish and brownish and mossy, and he spoke with a voice that was sharpish and bossy. Mister, he said, with a sawdusty sneeze, I am the Lorax. I speak for the trees. I speak for the trees have no tongues, and I'm asking you, sir, at the top of my lungs. He was very upset as he shouted and puffed, What's this thing you've made out of my truffula tuft? Look, Lorax, I said, there's no cause for alarm. I chopped just one tree, I am doing no harm. The thing is quite useful, this thing is a thneed. The thneed is a fine something all people need. It's a shirt, it's a glove, it's a sock, it's a hat, but it has other uses, yes, far beyond that. I repeat, cried the Lorax, I speak for the trees. I'm busy, I told him, shut up if you please. And I rushed across the room, and in no time at all, built a radio phone and put in a quick call. And in no time at all, in the factory I built, the whole Onceler family was working full tilt. We were all knitting thneeds, just as busy as bees, to the sound of the chopping of truffula trees. Then, oh baby, oh how my business did grow. Now chopping one tree at a time was too slow, so I quickly invented my super axe hacker, which whacked off 4 truffula trees with one smacker. And that Lorax, he didn't show up anymore, but the next week he came on my new office door. He snapped, I am the Lorax who speaks for the trees, which you seem to be chopping just as fast as you please. but I'm also in charge of the brown barbaloons, who happily lived eating truffula fruits. Now thanks to your hacking my trees to the ground, there's not enough truffula fruit to go around. They loved living here, but I can't let them stay. They'll have to find food, and I hope that they may. I the onceler felt sad as I watched them all go, but business is business, and business must grow. Well, I meant no harm, I most truly did not, but I had to grow bigger, so bigger I got. Then again he came back. I was fixing some pipes when that old nuisance Lorax came back with more gripes. "Onceler," he cried, with a crofulous croak, "Onceler, you're making such smogulous smoke. Well, my poor swummy swans, why they can't sing a note, for no one can sing who has smog in his throat." And so said the Lorax, "Please pardon my cough. They cannot live here, so I'm sending them off. They may have to fly for a month or a year to escape from the smog you've smogged up around here." Well, I yelled at the Lorax, "Now listen here, Dad. All you do is yap, yap, and say bad, 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 bad. And for your information, you Lorax, I'm figuring on biggering and biggering and biggering and biggering, and turning more truffula trees into needs, which everyone, everyone, everyone needs." And at that very moment, we heard a loud whack. From outside the fields came a sickening smack. The axe on a tree, then we heard the tree fall, the very last truffula tree of them all. No more trees, no earth needs no more work to be done. So in time, my uncles and aunts, everyone, all waved me goodbye as they jumped in my cars and drove away under the smoke-smuggered stars. Now all that was left neath the bad-smelling sky was my big empty factory, the Lorax and I. The Lorax said nothing, just gave me a glance as he lifted himself by the seat of his pants. And I'll never forget the grim look on his face as he hoisted himself and took leave of this place. And all that the Lorax left here in this mess was a smile, pile of rocks, with one word, unless. And that was long ago, but each day since that day I've sat here and worried away. But now, says the onceler, now that you're here, the word of the Lorax seems perfectly clear. Unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing is going to get better, it's not. So catch, 'cause the onceler, he lets something fall. It's a truffula seed, it's the last one of all. You're in charge of the last of the truffula seeds, and truffula trees are what everyone needs. Plant a new truffula, treat it with care, give it clean water and feed it fresh air. Grow a forest protected from axes that hack, then the Lorax and all of his friends may come